Hi everyone, the ROG Strix ITX Ryzen motherboard arrived today. Now I know there is so much hype about this because everyone was moaning that we'd had the Intel one really quickly, but I mean the difference between the Z370 and the X370 I still think is kind of funny. But anyway, the hype was super strong for this, so I thought I would give you all a quick look. And we'll miss the board to start off with. But inside the packaging, you get your manual, your driver CD. I'm just going to pull another one out, but you do get a wireless antenna like this. You've got that one in there. You get 4 SATA cables. You get a RGB extension. Now this RGB only has 3 pins because that is the extension for the addressable RGB. And then you get a little cable that you can attach your power button and start button to, and you do also get a serial number for some money off some cable mod products. But the board itself, let's have a ganders. So first things first that I'm going to talk to you about is you do have the audio here at the back, but it is just above the PCI Express slot, and this also does house, if you have a look you can see the little pad underneath. That is your M.2 connector as well. So you've got the audio PCB at the bottom, and then just at the back you've got the connector for the M.2. So they've squeezed a heck of a lot in that tiny little space. If we come and have a look up here, you can see that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power phases. They're the power phases for the CPU itself. The heatsink, although it's quite thin, it's quite tall, and it does come out at the top. I will be doing, obviously be doing VRM temperature testing for this. Quite a lot of fan headers for an ITX board anyway. You've got CPU fan, chassis fan, and then an AIO pump header. If I zoom you in, you can, there we go, we can see. That's your addressable RGB connector, the 3-pin one. The 4-pin one is your normal RGB connector. Down the side, you can see we've got 2 SATAs. Onboard USB 2, USB 3, 2 more SATAs. Sadly, they are all vertical. And I don't believe there are any more fan headers around. Your onboard audio header is just hidden down there. You can see that we've got the funky floating battery, again to save room. But a little look further out so that you can get a good idea for it. Round the back, not massive amounts of connections, quite a bit of wasted space if anything. You've obviously got your antenna connection here for your wireless and your Bluetooth, gigabit Intel Ethernet, and then you've got your USB connectors here. Like I said though, I do feel like they could have had something else here. And you've got your 8-pin up here, which is, with the ITX boards, the only thing I will say is at least it's not kind of floating in the middle or something. There is a secondary M.2 connector at the back though. So there we go. That is our first look. Now I will be doing a full review on this on the main OC3D channel as soon as I possibly can. So make sure you check back frequently to see when I finally manage to get it done.